Before you had a face, before your heart ever beat, before you took your very first breath, your story had not yet begun.
It looked insignificant, almost invisible. Yet inside this single living cell was every instruction needed to build your brain, your heart, your eyes, your hands, and every part of the person you would one day become. Hidden inside that tiny nucleus was the greatest blueprint ever written, more than 3 billion genetic letters carefully arranged to build every bone, every organ, every heartbeat, and every part of the person you would become. Within this single molecule were more than 3 billion genetic letters, an extraordinary instruction manual capable of building your brain, your heart, your lungs, your bones, and every cell that makes you who you are. Then, the blueprint came alive. A tiny section of DNA was read, and its first instruction was copied into a messenger. The journey to build an entire human body had officially begun. Then came the first miracle. One cell became two, not by chance, but by faithfully copying the same extraordinary DNA blueprint into each new cell. Life had taken its very first step toward becoming you. 2 became 4. 4 would soon become 8, then 16, then thousands. With every division, the same remarkable DNA blueprint was copied again and again, preparing for the greatest construction project in the history of life.
The divisions continued quietly, perfectly, and without a single mistake. One, each carrying the exact same genetic blueprint as the very first.
With every passing moment, the number of cells grew, quietly, precisely, and flawlessly. Each new cell carried the same extraordinary blueprint, bringing new life one step closer.
Just weeks earlier, there had been only a single cell. Now, a tiny embryo had begun to take shape, every new structure carefully guided by the same remarkable DNA blueprint.
Then came the master builders, stem cells. Unlike ordinary cells, they could become almost any cell the body needed. Some would form the brain, others the heart, the muscles, the bones, and even your blood. Although these cells would become completely different, a brain cell, a muscle cell, a skin cell, or a blood cell, every single one still carried the exact same DNA. The blueprint never changed, only the instructions each cell chose to follow. Every cell carried the same DNA. None had a different blueprint. What changed was which genes became active. That's what made every cell unique.
Not every gene stayed active. Some switched on, others remained silent. That's how cells became different. The same DNA, different instructions.
DNA gave the instructions. Proteins became the builders. They assembled every part of your body, one tiny piece at a time. Construction had begun. Proteins worked tirelessly. Every structure formed with incredible precision. Your body was taking shape. Day by day, the transformation continued. A tiny embryo slowly became more human. Every organ formed at the right time. DNA guided every step. The brain formed first. Billions of neurons began to connect. A lifetime of thoughts was taking shape, all guided by DNA.
Your brain was one of the first organs to develop. Billions of neurons began connecting, preparing you to think, learn, and dream, all directed by your DNA.
Then came your first heartbeat. A tiny rhythm echoed through your body. It would beat billions of times throughout your life, and it all began here. Then your skeleton began to form. Tiny bones shaped your body from within. They would support you for a lifetime. DNA guided every detail. Your tiny hands began to take shape. Every finger formed with perfect precision. One day, they would touch the world. DNA was guiding every detail.
Your eyes were carefully formed, ready to capture your very first sunrise.
Ready to recognize faces you would love, DNA prepared them for the world.
Tiny hands and tiny feet were perfectly formed. Each finger and toe had its place. One day, they would explore the world. DNA shaped every tiny detail. Blood brought life to every growing cell. It carried oxygen and vital nutrients. Every heartbeat kept the journey going. DNA had planned it all from the beginning. Your lungs were preparing in silence, growing stronger every single day, waiting for your very first breath. DNA knew exactly when they'd be ready. Your liver was already hard at work. It helped produce blood during early development. Later, it would clean and fuel your body. DNA prepared it for every stage of life. Your kidneys quietly came to life. They began filtering fluid with amazing precision, preparing to keep your body in balance. DNA guided every step. Your skin began to protect you. Layer by layer, it grew stronger. It became your body's first protective shield. DNA shaped every tiny detail. Your immune system was quietly taking shape. Special cells were preparing to protect you. They would defend you throughout your life. DNA was building your body's natural shield. Your muscles were growing stronger. They gave your tiny body the power to move. Every stretch prepared you for life outside the womb. DNA coordinated every movement. Your nervous system connected everything together. Signals traveled from your brain to every part of your body. Every movement became perfectly coordinated. DNA built your body's communication network. Every organ was ready. Every cell knew its purpose. The blueprint was complete. A new human was ready for the world. And then your first breath. The journey written in your DNA had become a living human being, from a single cell to an extraordinary life, and your story was only just beginning. Nothing happens by chance. Every heartbeat, every cell, every breath began with a blueprint written inside your DNA, and that incredible story continues in you. From your very first breath, you never stopped growing. Every year, your DNA guided billions of new cells, helping you learn, grow, and become who you are today. The blueprint never stopped working. As you grew into adulthood, your DNA never stopped working. It continued repairing, renewing, and supporting your body every day. While your experiences shaped who you became, your blueprint remained with you. The journey that began before you were born continues for a lifetime. Today, nearly 37 trillion cells work together inside you. Each one performs a unique job. Together, they keep you alive every second, all following the same DNA blueprint. Even while you sleep, your DNA never rests. Your cells repair, renew, and protect your body. Every second, life continues within you. The blueprint is always at work. Every cell carries the same DNA blueprint. Each one simply reads a different part of it. That's how one blueprint creates an entire human body. One DNA, endless possibilities. Every organ has a purpose. Each one performs a unique job. Together, they keep you alive every moment. One body, working as one. Your body is the greatest construction project ever built. Every cell was placed with purpose. Every organ was designed to work together. And it all began with DNA. You are more than a body. You are trillions of cells working in perfect harmony, a living masterpiece shaped by DNA. The miracle is you. From one tiny cell came an extraordinary life. Every heartbeat, every breath, every moment tells the story of your DNA. You are one of nature's greatest masterpieces. Until our next journey, stay curious.